What we want to understand is what are the inputs that we need to assume, and that's based on track history, conservative track history, that we can then utilize in order to create the model and then forecast that out in the future. And the further you're forecasting out, the more important those assumptions become, because a small change now compounded over a very long period of time can have a profound impact in the grand scheme of things. So in the context of our model, we have some general assumptions. So we want to make sure that we've got data-driven optimism. We want to buy quality assets and hold for the long term, ignoring short-term market noise. We set conservative growth rates. So we usually set inflation between 2.5 and 3% at the moment. Obviously, we put that at the higher end of the range. Property, we assume 4% annual growth. Shares, we assume 8% annual growth. We focus on dollar cost averaging. Small business, we ultimately focus on 20 to 30% returns, both in cash flow and year-on-year growth, but obviously we use the historical trajectory of the business to determine that. We focus on extracting profits and building wealth, so any sale value of the business is always a bonus. So for our baseline scenarios and our conservative scenarios, we don't assume selling the business as a part of achieving financial freedom. And we want to try and work towards getting the business ready for sale. In terms of profit and tax, we want to optimize, we don't avoid, so we usually assume about a 30% average tax rate. Sure, there's circumstances where we could pay less, but that is a good assumption for an ongoing basis. We always pay time and in full. We don't defer tax by using things like Division 7A or anything like that. We usually set goals for 20 years. We track the 6 key metrics: active income, surplus, cash, assets, liabilities, and net wealth. And we ultimately want to try and find the least risk path to achieving the goals, as opposed to the opposite way around. Then cash flow. We focus on maximizing surplus, because if there's no surplus, there's no investing.